Welcome to the Fishbowl Radio, everybody. My name is Chief here, and I got the whole crew with me today. Y'all excited about that? Welcome to the show, Mike Honcho and Juicy. How y'all doing, boys?
Oh, we all right. Glad to be back on the show.
Yeah. We are doing an episode on predictions for this season.
No, not.
Coming up. Oh, you think we're lying, Mike? You gonna tell everybody on Fishbowl Nation we're lying? Oh, really?
No, not. Call us liars? How dare you call us liars?
Yeah, really. We're gonna start leaking information about everybody, hack into some emails. Oof.
Yep.
Throwing a little bit of shade. Yep. So, let's get down to the first, a pretty important question. I'm gonna ask 10 questions to y'all, and we're gonna debate them a little bit and see whether we agree or disagree, or we just can't find any or compromise somewhere down the road. Anything else? Okay. This one's a local question that I have here on my sheet, and I was thinking about this. We did the Raging Cajun preview. I said UL was going 7-5. Juicy, I think you said 6-6, right?
Yeah.
Mike, you had said 7-5, right?
I don't know. I think so, though.
Something like that. This is before we made the preview before Anthony Jennings showed up. Okay? With Anthony Jennings and everything that's happened so far, does UL go back to their New Orleans Bowl days and win 9 games? Mike Honcho?
I would say after the first game, but I don't know, because last year, after the first game, UL sort of looked like they could have went undefeated after the first game. And then I can't say the second game because it's against McNeese. They're a good quality opponent, but they're still a Division II team, FCS school. I guess once we get into our first game of conference, then I'll be able to say for sure, but I think they'll probably win about 1 or 2 more games. I mean, having an SEC-style quarterback, as you saw, helped Louisiana Tech tremendously. I don't see why it wouldn't be able to help somebody like UL, who's the style offense Anthony Jennings likes to run is what UL loves to run. So I think it's just perfect.
What about you, Juicy? What you think? You think UL can win the Sun Belt and 9 wins?
Well, before Anthony Jennings, I said they go 6-6. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, and I probably still might be wrong. I still think 7 games is more realistic now with Anthony Jennings, but like Mike said, the effect it had on Louisiana Tech, you got to look at that. You got to take that into consideration with Jeff Driscoll and how much it helped him. I'm gonna go and say that UL is probably gonna. Now, I think they'll probably go 8-4, but I don't think they're going to win the Sun Belt. So I definitely think they'll go to a bowl. I think they'll go 8-4. But that's just being bold. But I think 7-5 is probably more realistic.
Well, 9 wins. You get Georgia State coming. We go to Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern. We go on the road to Georgia Southern. We play App State at home. We get Arkansas State at home. So we get the tough games at home, really, this year. If you really want to put it like that. You got Georgia on the schedule, which is probably a loss. More than likely, it's a loss. Boise State's probably more than likely a loss, even with Anthony Jennings. Okay, so that's 2 losses we got on the schedule there. So, I think it'll depend on what's going to happen there. You got Idaho, and you got McNeese, like we have documented. That's going to be a big game for the Cajuns. It's going to be real interesting to see how everything gets played out here.
Well, I can pretty much guarantee you 2 losses off the top of my head for the state Georgia.
But if we're going to a bowl game, we don't know who they're playing, so that's kind of the whole thing with that. Do I think they could get 9 wins? I think it's a possibility. I think with Anthony Jennings being there,
7 wins is probably going to end up being what they all.
I got 7 wins whenever we didn't really have Anthony Jennings, so I think I'll have to pick it up to like maybe 8. You might get 9. I mean, it depends on how. Will UL win the Sun Belt? I mean, their chances are definitely better now than they have been in the past. UL hasn't won the Sun Belt since 2013, which they tied for it, but.
I'm
I don't know if they'll win it, but they might get 9 wins. It's more of a realistic shot now than it was.
9 wins is still kind of far out there. It's kind of a far stretch. 8 wins is still a little bit far to me, but I'm gonna go bold and say 8.
I think they can get 9. I said 7, so I'm thinking they will get at least one more that I'm comfortable with. It depends on how well the defense plays this year. I think that would be a big difference on what's going to happen this year for the Cajuns. I don't think they probably won't win the Sun Belt. Arkansas State's got a really good team. Some people are thinking App State's going to win it all this year, but with everything going on with the Sun Belt, you can never predict this league. It's a really interesting.
App State or Georgia Southern's going to win.
I don't know about Georgia Southern. They got they got them sanctions from the NCAA like we do, but I think with Anthony Jennings being a quarterback for UL, they'll give Jordan Davis another year to kind of get ready to be the starter. So, I think it's all good signs. I think the Cajuns can win the Sun Belt. I think it's possible. But, I think if I had to say percentage-wise, they don't get to 9 wins. I think I got them going 8. But I think there's about like a 30% chance to get 9 wins. I think that Arkansas State game's a toss-up as well as ULM, whether people believe me or not for that, because rivals play each other tough. Yep. Okay. That's question number 1. Question number 2. What are the 4 teams that will be in the college football playoff? What you got, Juicy?
I got Ohio State. I got LSU. I think TCU is gonna get in, and you kind of put me on the spot. I hadn't even thought about this 14. And if I had to say, I guess Florida State.
Really? No Clemson in there?
No, I think Clemson and Alabama are going to be the first 2 looking out.
Okay. Mike, who you got?
Well, mine's going to be a 2 out left field for some of y'all to pick. But I got Michigan.
Michigan.
Bama. And Stanford.
Michigan, Stanford,
Michigan.
and Alabama. Who's your 4th?
Michigan, Bama, Clemson, Stanford.
Okay, Michigan, Bama, Clemson, and Stanford. Okay. Well, my top 4 is kind of similar to Mike's, but you know what? There is a real chance that the SEC could be left out this year in this playoff.
You're not.
There's a crazy thing, though. Okay, let's say this, theoretically. LSU, Alabama, all right? Either one of them is going to probably win the West. That's probably a given, okay? They run the table. They're undefeated. Going to the SEC championship game. They meet, let's see, Tennessee's considered a dark horse. For like they're the favorite in the East.
They're considered the favorite in the East.
Yeah, but like a dark horse to win the conference, because usually the West dominates the East. Tennessee pulls an upset on LSU or Alabama. It could very well happen. Then that would make or if LSU Alabama lose 1 game, which Alabama hasn't proved, they haven't beaten Ole Miss in the last 2 years. LSU hasn't beat them.
You want to know another word? You want to know another good note? By the way, the East hasn't won the SEC in like the last 8 years. It's since 2008 or since Tebow was at Florida. I think that's the last time the East won the SEC championship.
No, Florida won it in 2008, right?
Yeah, well, I said they haven't won it since 2009 when Tebow was there. The East, as a division, hasn't won the SEC.
Oh, yeah, 2008. I don't know why I was thinking, okay, yeah, you're right, Tebow. I know Georgia was the time before that in 05 when the LSU got beat.
But, so the SEC East is probably due to win the SEC championship.
Yep. They certainly do, definitely. But my 4 teams in the college football playoff for preseason is UL Lafayette. Just kidding. We're not going to go down that route.
I'm going to laugh you off the show.
Yeah, don't make no jokes on me. But okay, here's my. I'll be real right now. My 4 teams I got going in. I got Alabama. I think Alabama's going to get in this year. Again, Clemson, Oklahoma, and I think this could very well happen. It's a very good thing. I think LSU will even get in the playoff with Alabama.
I mean, if LSU only has one loss and it's Alabama, I think they realistically.
Because this kind of reminds me of 2011. I get vibes from 2011 about this season. And
because let's say LSU loses that and they go on to win our
because the same way it is for everything else. I think Alabama and LSU, they're kind of like almost you get vibes that they're the same team. Like they're talent wise, they're even. And let's say if Alabama beats, if it's a close game between the two, that's the only difference I think is going to make there. It could very well happen. But the committee probably won't go that far. So let me get rid of LSU out the whole discussion here. That's what I think. Because I think the committee, the reason they were formed was because of that big reason happened in 2011. Don't think LSU will get in based on that. But we had Clemson, Oklahoma, and Alabama. Okay. Clemson, Oklahoma, and Alabama. Then my 4th team, I think they would either pick. I think Ohio State would get in. Because I don't think they would just let the SEC ruin. I think the Pac-12 will get left out this year.
I think Florida State's going to bounce back a little bit. Like with the ACC this year, so that's why I think Florida State will get it.
Yeah, I don't see enough from Florida State to be able to pull it out, but we'll see. We will see, like always. But yeah. All right. Based on everything. Okay, we have. That was our 3rd question I asked you, or 2 questions?
Second.
Okay. We're doing 10, so here's my 3rd one. You ready for it? Mike, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure you're still alive, but I haven't heard you in a while. But anyway, okay. Here's the 3rd question of this college football season. What will be the next program after Idaho to go back down to FCS?
I'd be willing to bet that Georgia Southern goes back with all the sanctions they got.
I disagree with you, Juicy, but I'll let you know my pick. Mike?
I don't think nobody anytime soon will be leaving.
You don't think anybody will come? Mike, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
I don't think anybody's going to be leaving the FCS after this year.
Well, like, I'm just saying, if you had to make a prediction for later on down the road, it's just a general question to throw out there.
Georgia Southern.
New Mexico or something like that.
I'm thinking UL Monroe, maybe. You know, think about it. They haven't really had much success here, except for maybe the last 4 years.
I can't help but laugh at that.
You don't think UL Monroe would go down?
No.
But look, dude, you're okay. The 2014 Sun Belt champions. You're saying they're going to stay in the FBS? I mean, go back down to FCS before a team that hasn't even won the conference championship in the last 11 years goes down. You know,
ULM, anyway, I don't see them anywhere near being going FBS. They've been in FBS for quite some time now.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
But you know it's juicy. I mean, think about it, man. You just said that the Sun Belt champion of 2014 is going to go back on the FCS.
Well, Georgia Southern, yeah, they ain't been FBS for not that long, and they do have all the sanctions and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if scholarships may come. Also, scholarships are hurt the most.
I don't think Georgia Southern's going anywhere. Monroe will be more likely to go down to FCS than Georgia Southern would. That's the whole point. You want to be better, so, I mean, hey, you go back to a conference that fits you better. Oh, I just thought of another program. Forget the Monroe thing. Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan, I kind of want to laugh at that one too.
Because they have, like, I was reading something on them the other day. And they have, like, the worst attendance in the country, I think.
They, you know who else I was thinking about was UNC Asheville.
Yeah. All right, that was a pretty interesting question to ask there. Just kind of throw something out there, you know. Juicy, you want to ask any questions? Or Mike?
I don't have no questions to ask.
No question to ask? What about you, Mike?
No, I'm good. I'm going to be getting up around 3:30, so I'm trying to get through these.
All right. Let's see. My fourth question to ask y'all, which is kind of a thing. Okay, we've been talking about Big 12 expansion lately. Okay. What teams will be added? How many teams will the Big 12 add, and who are those teams? Juicy?
How many will they add?
Yeah.
I didn't even know the Big 12 was talking about adding.
You didn't even know that? That's been one of the big talks of the summer.
I don't have a lot of PC at my house, and I don't have good service on my phone, so I kind of do.
You're out the loop, man. You're out the loop, Juicy.
Give me what's up with that? Give me an update.
Big 12 was talking about expansion. They voted to expand, which is one of the things there. They've been talking about the American, taking teams from the American Conference, American Athletic Conference.
I can think of at least one
And Conference
team.
USA and Sun Belt, possibly.
I can think of at least one team.
Oh, who you got?
I think for sure off the top of my head, I think Boise
Boise
State.
State?
Boise State and watch Temple. I think Temple, two of them.
Wait, who was you said?
Boise State and Temple.
Temple.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mike, who you got?
Houston and Boise State.
Houston and Boise
Yeah.
State. Yeah, I kind of agree with Mike with the Houston thing. Makes sense, but, you know, there was another...
Wait, who was that other team?
Houston.
Houston?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I forgot about Houston. They could be three of them. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't think Temple's going to get in there. I think they'll expand two. And my two, I ain't got Boise State because I don't think Boise State wants nothing to do with the Big 12 because they tried talking to them a couple of years ago and they didn't want to go in it. So that was...
Yeah, but Boise State, I think Boise State's got a shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about that. I think Houston's going to probably get in. They were talking to even Tulane about this, but Tulane's got a good market. Yeah. No, I'm being serious. They've been thrown in there too. Eastern Carolina University's been... They've been lobbying on Twitter to get on there. Memphis has been talked about too. I don't know if they're going to get in or not.
This would be a good fit.
Yeah, they got Northern Illinois they were talking about.
Honestly, Boise State and Houston and Temple are my three realistic ones.
I think they're only going to go two. I think Houston and Memphis would be the two they would go with based on football success recently. That's my two. Which I think would be both good pickups, you know. For the Big 12. At least. Till they can find something else until down the road, you know. All right. Here's an interesting question here. Here's question number 5 or 4. What question am I on, guys? 5?
I think it is.
Okay. All right. Which G5 school will get into the college football playoff this year?
Wait, which what?
Which G5 conference school will get into the college football playoff this year?
Which G5?
Yeah, they got a Power 5 and a G5.
What's a G5? Like a
The American, Conference USA, Sun Belt, the...
Which G5 will get into the college football playoff this year?
Yeah. Or has the best chance.
Which which one has the most realistic shot, you think?
Which one will be in the playoff this year? If you have to pick any of them out from the...
I have to say if any of them, I say the WAC with Boise State.
The WAC's not even a conference anymore.
Oh, what conference they in? I don't even remember.
Boise State's in Mountain West, which that's still G5.
The Mountain West, that's right. The Mountain West.
Mike, who you got?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's an independent. But would you consider independent?
You didn't say nothing about that.
No, I didn't say anything about that, but I was more along the lines not thinking about Notre Dame. I was thinking more like a conference-affiliated team.
Well, the Independence is a conference. It's an independent conference.
Yeah, it's like that's not a conference though. It's independent from a conference. It's technically not a conference. They don't play each other. Look, I'll give you mine. I think Houston's got the best shot.
You know, I was tempted to say Houston.
I'll tell you why. Because, look, they got a big game. They play Oklahoma at home.
Oklahoma.
At home. If Houston beats Oklahoma and they go undefeated, and they got some pretty good teams they're playing this year, Houston, don't be surprised they don't get in because of that schedule. Okay? Because if you run the table with a Houston schedule like they got, they'll get in on it. Because I don't think you could say, oh, they didn't play anybody more key to say they don't get in. If Houston goes undefeated, and if it depends on how Oklahoma does. If they lose to Houston and they win the rest of their games, Oklahoma's going to look really good, okay? And you'll have Houston, who's undefeated, and they'll be like, oh, look, we knocked off Oklahoma. Put us in the playoff. So I think Houston's got probably the best shot of anyone out there.
I was tempted between Houston and Boise State, but I went with Boise State.
I'll tell you, it's going to be a very good season because all right, we've had a very long time waiting. Next Saturday. Well, actually, I think next Friday is the first college football game. Well, is it tomorrow? I think they got a game on tomorrow, actually.
No, it's not till next week.
I don't know, man, because I think I seen it was Cal or something playing Hawaii and Australia or something.
Hey, why don't we do like 5 questions today and then 5 questions next week?
No, that's when we're going to do our first episode, man, for the season.
Huh?
That's when we're going to do our first episode for the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right. We got to do our pick.
Dude, Juicy, you're wrong. It is today. 9 o'clock on ESPN. You got Hawaii taking on Cal.
When is it?
Tonight, 9 p.m. on ESPN. College football tonight.
Oh, man, I'm not sure. I got Cal. Actually, give me Hawaii.
You gonna go with Hawaii?
Yeah, Cal.
Let's go to Hawaii. You buying my ticket?
It's in Sydney, Australia.
Oh.
You know what? I'll pick Hawaii to win this as well. I think they'll do good since we got a call. I knew they had the game. I didn't know if it was today or tomorrow. But I knew they had it coming up though.
Who they playing?
Wait. Hawaii's playing?
Yeah.
Cal, the Golden Bears.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Cal to win that game.
I'm going Hawaii. Go Rainbow
Might as
Warriors.
well just pick it since it's the only game. Might as well just go ahead and pick it.
Yeah, I'll make that a question because hey, why not? I got Hawaii.
Mike, who you got, Mike?
I got Hawaii.
Me and Mike's got Hawaii.
Hawaii's 1 Cal.
1 Cal. All right. All right. Look, I'll end it at 30 minutes. The broadcast, okay, for y'all, just for y'all's sake, okay, because y'all got stuff to do. All right, we're approaching we're on 24 minutes and 32 seconds right now of the broadcast. So listen here. I'll ask about 2 more questions and we'll get out of here. How does that sound, guys? All right.
Good for me.
It's good. Even gay. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay. Second to last question here. Went from going to have 10 questions to get downgraded to this, but okay. What two teams meet in the national championship game?
Who wants to answer first?
I'll let Mike go first.
Alabama.
Alabama?
Repeat.
Alabama and who?
Kansas.
Clemson? A repeat of last year.
Rematch.
Okay. Juicy, who you got?
I say Ohio State and LSU. We get to
Okay.
pick our national champion too.
We will. After this, that's my next question. You're jumping too far ahead. I know who you're already picking, Juicy. Don't worry about it. My two teams
Yeah.
I got in this year's national championship game. Clemson will take on Oklahoma.
Oh, well, they played in the playoff game last year.
Yep. I think they'll be seated different this year. All right. Since Juicy spoiled my last question, who will be the national championship for the 2006? Who will be the 2016 national champion? And kind of give me a reason why you think that. All right, Mike. We already know what Juicy's going to pick, so I'll ask Mike.
UL Lafayette.
UL Lafayette. I knew it.
They have a very tough non-conference schedule. So I think if they could win out their non-conference schedule, I think UL Lafayette will win the national championship.
UL Lafayette. Got it.
Got it. There you go.
No, let's be serious, guys. Let's be serious.
Mike, you really going to pick UL Lafayette? Yep. He's going. Hey.
I think Clemson will win.
He's gonna pick Clemson to win. Dang, Mike. All right, Juicy, go. I know who you're already picking.
Well,
Oh, my
I'm
God.
actually to the shock of everybody on Bitcoin Nation, I'm actually going to pick Ohio State to win the national championship.
You're full of it. I know it.
I'm full of it. You think I'm joking?
I think you're joking.
LSU will lose
That-
a close game to Ohio State.
Okay. Listen here, Juicy. You went on the air 2 months ago and said LSU is going to win every single game in their schedule. Okay.
They'll lose the last game. We never picked the playoff.
I still don't buy your. I don't still buy your opinion. I still don't buy it. I think you're picking LSU, but you're just trying to be different.
No. Y'all all thought I was picking LSU, and no.
Okay,
I never picked
okay
my
then,
playoff
Juicy.
pick.
Okay. Give me a reason why Ohio State's going to win the national championship then.
I just think Ohio State's going to win because I think they still got they don't have Braxton Miller, but they do still have what's-his-face, Cordell Jones, I think, or the other one, J.C. Barrett. Which one they got?
One of them.
But they all have just as much playoff experience and starting experience as any one of them. And I still think they got a lot of depth. They lost to C.J. Elliott. But
Can we please hurry up so I can remove this wisdom tooth from my mouth for Juicy's? I'm getting sick and tired of listening to Juicy here and being stupid.
I know they have rebuilt the defense. They reloaded up, so I think they're going to win out a squeaker over LSU in the national championship game, actually. So, yes, I'll pick Ohio State to win the national championship.
Okay, I'll mark it down. You picked Ohio State just in case it does happen. But I predict my national champion for 2016. They were second last year. They're now going to be first this upcoming year. The Clemson Tigers. Deshaun Watson coming back. Got some playmakers. They did lose some people this year, but I think Dabo Swinney's going to do enough as a coach. They play in the ACC. Not as strong as the SEC at all. And neither as strong as the Big Ten. I think ACC is kind of like fourth, if I have to pick and rank the conferences, or maybe third. Well, I say fourth. You know? But I think what Deshaun Watson did in the national championship game last year was incredible. He almost single-handedly beat Alabama, and it was very close. But I think Clemson wins it all this year. I think they get. I think they redeem themselves.
You remember when we picked Clemson's schedule, how we picked them to get upset by South Carolina?
Yeah, but I think they'll get in. If they get in the playoff, then that solves everything. I think them only losing one game, I think, if I remember right.
Yeah, we got them losing the last game of the year, South Carolina.
But hey, if they win the ACC championship game, we didn't pick that one.
Well, we don't mean they're not going to win the ACC, but if they lose to South Carolina, I don't think they're going to get in.
I think they'll get in. If you got a good enough, I mean, it ain't us to decide as a committee.
That's also why I picked Florida State, too, because I don't think Clemson's going to get in.
I'm not sold on Florida State, man. Not at all. But hey, we'll see how everything goes. But like I said, this is just preseason predictions. Do they mean anything? Not really at all. But we can hound people on what they picked for. Yeah, I think we had a pretty good episode so far today. What y'all think?
Yep, I think it was solid.
Okay, but I mean, it all depends on what listeners really think about it. Tomorrow, me and Mike Honcho are going to the Rage Occasion Athletic Foundation. Should be a fun event, huh, Mike? Yeah, should be. Coach Hud's going to be over there. Football players, bunch of different people.
I'd go, but I have to volunteer to work.
You don't volunteer to work. You get paid to work, Juicy.
No, I don't get paid that overtime. It's just vacation hours.
They ain't paying you tomorrow?
It ain't going to show up on my check. The extra money won't. The extra vacation hours will. The extra 12 hours of vacation.
Oh, dude. I wouldn't even know. No.
Hey, but like I said, it's brownie points. I'm just doing it for brownie points.
I'm sure they appreciate your service, but nope. Not me.
You gotta
My vacation time's my vacation time.
Gotta love serving the community, man.
I love serving the community, but some stuff like that is not right.
I'm hoping I don't have to go. I'm hoping the inmate comes back.
Well,
But I'm going to have to get off, guys.
okay.
Mike, dang, ain't no. I'll be back next week. I will be back on the show next week. Folks.
Okay, look. Our show's gonna be done on Friday. Okay, okay, I got everybody here, and I'm live on the air. We're gonna do our shows on Friday, every Friday. Okay.
Picking the game next week.
Yeah, we're gonna pick all the games next week. If you can't be on the show, you can post them on the Fishbowl Radio. Everybody's got access to the Fishbowl Radio. Mike, you're juicy. But Mike is off the air. I appreciate Mike for everything he's done so far.
Ain't nobody care about Mike.
Hey. He did good today. Mike did good. Leave him alone. He's going to go to Alphaloosis. Going to the Jamboree games. I got my album.
I got to go work a Jamboree game tonight.
Yeah, I think Sacred Heart's playing St. Ed's, so got a shot at Sacred Heart there. I hope they win against their rivals from Eunice, St. Ed's. But, the funny thing is, our old AD, which was my PE coach, he is now working for St. Ed's now, which is kind of interesting because he graduated from our school, but some conflicts happen, and we're not going to go in much detail about it because it's too much time the show's best to go over with, and I'm going to end it with this. Thank y'all all for listening to the Fishbowl Radio this week. It's been a really amazing time to have y'all all listening here, and kind of give y'all some feedback what we think is about going to happen in the college football season. We have Anthony Jennings going to be starting for the Cajuns in the first game against Boise State. That should be fun to watch. I'll be over there. Mike will be there.
I'm going to try to be over there.
Juicy's going to try to be over there, like you said. But hey, we'll see what happens. Y'all like our page on Facebook. Keep up to date with the Fishbowl Radio. We post stuff about it every week. You know, we try to keep it going as much as I can. If Mike or Juicy would help me out a little bit, you know, be a lot more posts going on in the show.
Well, since I moved out of my parents' house, I ain't been having great service talk on the phone.
You see, this is the problems I run into. You see, guys? But, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter because everything that we post on Facebook goes to our Twitter account. We don't have an Instagram. We don't have an Instagram for the show. I should make one, which would be kind of awesome. If I might, for the second week of the season, I'm going to post some McNeese Hate Week stuff on the Fishbowl Radio because I just like having fun with McNeese a little bit because, you know, I have...
Good to have fun.
Wait, what?
And it's always good to have fun.
It's got to be some kind of funny stuff posted. I'm going to try to see if I can get McNeese fans to comment back on it and stuff like that. We'll have like a little banter. I kind of want to have like a Cajun Crown smack talk go on for the week. Then after that, we're all friends again and everything else. I think it'd be kind of cool. What you think about that, Juicy?
The McNeese game, is that at home or is that? Like
That is at home. It's gonna be at first 3 games of the season at home. Boise State.
Oh, I'll be able to.
Boise State.
I'll probably be able to go to third game.
You will or not?
I'll probably for sure be able to go to third game.
Boise State, McNeese, and South Alabama. Which I hope we destroy South Alabama for reasons. Well, okay, look. Speaking of South Alabama, they have shown such generosity to this region, along with Alabama, the Crimson Tide to LSU, in the Baton Rouge area. I have to talk about that because that's a real special thing that they did, bring food and supplies to the people that really need it. I've seen the stuff that they brought, and it's really cool to see programs come together and help each other out whenever people need help. People's homes got flooded over here, and it's real cool to see a community come together. And but what I don't understand is why the national media was trying to take something that was so nice and legislators and stuff and try to like make them have permits to get past certain things and stuff like that. There's no need for all that, you know?
No, I just hope everybody was safe from the flood, and I hope they recovering good.
Yeah. It's just sometimes we need to come together and like let our differences go aside and realize that people are in trouble. And
hey, I wish there was a way we could raise some money and donate it to the flood relief.
yeah, we should start a GoFundMe, but that's sketchy in its own because people are like, oh, GoFundMes are a scam. Which I would tell y'all this right now. If we would set up a GoFundMe page, I guarantee you, I would post that we have, like, if we had all the money in our hands, I'd be like, look, let's go into the thing. I would literally send a video of us handing it over to people in the community to go get what they needed. Or send it to,
I know.
but, I
I
mean,
ain't about scamming people. I know they need the money more than I do.
yeah, I don't need the money either. I mean, I'm good where I'm at. I'm happy with what I've got around me and everything. I don't need anybody's money about anything. So, this disaster has impacted Louisiana. I seen a post from some lady on Facebook that said that she hoped the depression they got going on in, I think near Florida or whatever, said to come hit Louisiana. There's too much hate in the world. I think people need to kind of look back and relax and kind of support one another. If you got a problem with one person from a particular area, because she said that tourists from there was destroying Florida and everything, I would not want Florida to get hit. I wouldn't want anybody to get hit with it, but the fact of the matter is somebody's got to get hit with it, basically, because it is a weather system, you know?
I don't wish it on nobody.
I don't wish it on nobody, but it's going to happen. Someone's going to get hit with it, you know?
Already looks like Florida going to get hit.
Yeah. But if you have a problem with someone from one state, do not categorize everybody as being terrible from one area. There's bad people everywhere in the world. There's bad people in Mississippi. There's bad people in Louisiana. There's bad people in Arkansas. There's bad people everywhere in the United States. Not just one special little area.
There's a lot more good people than bad people.
Wait, what?
There's a lot more good people than bad people.
Yes, there is a lot more good people than bad people. Everybody's got their, like, they got that one person, everybody's family that nobody really likes, you know?
I know this firsthand experience is a lot more good people than bad.
Yeah, Juicy knows. But y'all take care of Fishbowl Nation. I appreciate y'all listening to us and every week and put up with us clowns that we have here on the Fishbowl Radio. Not just I'm not talking about Mike or Juicy. I'm talking about me. I'm the clown. I guess y'all two are clowns too. All right, y'all have a great day, Fishbowl Nation. Talk to y'all later.
Bye, Fishbowl.
Peace, Fishbowl Nation. Peace.